Okay, let's continue. This is the second part of our coverage of Super Crush KO by Vertex Pop, previously known as the developers of Graceful Explosion Machine. We are through our first run of Worlds 1 through 3. We have World 4 remaining, and quite a lot of work to do if we want to go for the medal challenges. We've done one complete run through each stage without any replays so far. And so far the game has been fairly generous about S ranks, although one condition we have imposed upon ourselves for this run is that we have not been using any continues, because that is not how we like to play. So let's continue with World 4, wrap it up, and see if we can go back to clean up any of these A ranks. S+, which requires perfect runs taking no damage, will probably be a little further off, and will require a bit more work, so let's take a look. Okay, let's go. QSC XZ512, I'm playing Super Crush KO. This is a game by the developers of Graceful Explosion Machine, and it's basically a Bayonetta-style beat-em-up, in 2D of course, so kind of like Beautiful Joe, if you've ever played that. I only started learning the game today. It just came out about 2 weeks ago, so it has received very coverage from anybody. It seems to be fairly obscure, in fact. Oops. I'm on the last world, and I really need to relearn how to play this. Anyway, thank you for hanging out, as always. These smaller games don't tend to get a lot of attention, so always nice to have some video footage of them available. Interested. Oops. Walked right into that blast zone there. Let's see, we need to get right inside this shield. I haven't actually seen one of these shield guys before, so I'll be taking my health down quite a ways. That is the end of that. Okay, let's take a look again. Get back in. Fortunately, there is no restart from scratch button in the menu that allows you just not spend any continues and start from the beginning of the level, which seems like a bit of an oversight, as far as I go. And that anybody who's running challenges will certainly want that. Whoops. Get mid-air, dodge that. Ooh, taking way too much time here. Way too much damage. But this is going to require a little bit of adjustment as we get our head back into the game. Fair difficulty spike from the third world, in fact, just all the incoming damage, but also not warmed up or playing very well, so maybe clean this up a little bit. It flows very well when you manage to play fluidly for once. Unlock this guy. Prevent any further complications. Seems like that's a homing attack, so you just dodge into it. use it. I've gotten a chance to see the pattern. S on this segment. Nice. And save the dodge for that. Just unlock this guy here. And at S. They explode when they die. Oh, took a hit there. For watching. Quite a lot of territory to cover on the screen, so quite a lot going on the other side when I'm not paying attention. But back up to a C rank we go. Yeah, we were on S for quite a while until we took that 1 point of damage. Okay, back up to B. And go. This to dodge. Okay, still on 4 health. Like we have some teleporters. We'll do some challenges when it comes to facial management from one side of the screen to the other. A lot of dodge panels all over, in fact. Very movement intensive game. Of course, when you're paying attention, just spam to dodge and jump everywhere and assume that you'll get away. Snap dodge. Nope. Taking far too much damage here. Okay. Just need to learn the segments again more precisely. Part clean. Nope, didn't have dodge ready. It's hard to tell when I do. I think some kind of clearer visual indication and perhaps not watched. Defensive timings would be easier to get down. But as it is, I think you just kind of have to refer to your own sense of time to determine is in fact available. Was not occasion. Your way through. And gotta save the dodge. That guy. Oh. Already. Hey, damage. Get there before it explodes. Wow. A lot of stuff to do. Mighty run. Knock that out with a B and get on to the next segment and the try to tell the tail, given that we're half health. Now I don't actually know what does half damage. I haven't seen what precisely causes that just yet. But let's just not worry too much about that as we get back up to rank. The bull. Interesting pattern on that guy, firing his blast of out of this guy and out of too much. Tag that guy at the end there for the S rank. Back to the dodge panel segment. Nope. A little too close, is he firing? Does it for that rank? Okay, here we go. No. To dodge there once again. Ooh. That health replenishment is coming in quite handy. Okay, let's go down and clean up the bottom. Ooh, that dodge. I'm barely scraping by here. Get quite a bit harder. Oh, and there we go, right in the face. Late on that dot. And whoops, no. Want to do that? We want to restart from scratch. Clean on that part so far, but escalation on this segment for sure. Oh. Very poor positioning on my part. I could put a B rank though. Parts remaining, and let's see. Okay, so that projectile does need to be dodged in order to be used. You have to space and go from that out. Okay. The efficient use of that energy bar. That sequence. Nope. The dodge right as we got the S rank. Really played. But knockout. That. Head up. Stop running into those. Very simple enemy setups, actually. Oh, let's click. I want to burn that so. Oh, on the energy bar there. Just expected to get some special effects in and not land those at all. Try this again. Do it until we get it. You just need to know when the solution is run away instead of attempting a spot dodge. Oh, nope. Okay, nuking that guy. Helped quite a bit. We're back to A rank and 4 hearts, which is Be optimistic. Oh, dodge, which just half dodge again. Lost the S rank. They shouldn't get stuck. Back to A at least. Read the meter properly to know that the special is pretty. Some replenishment. Back to S. Lost timing there just from not paying attention for a moment. And oh no. Attention. Self-destruct. Jump panel was that sign for a change, which is not something that happens often in this game. Oops. Oh. Oh, great. Now in dodge, as you take out some of the projectiles. Yes, the trick here is make some use of both panels. Okay, this will be tricky because you need this to pass all the. Have we seen this kind of facility? Dangerous. Used a combo timer. A little too long to get in position. Okay. Nope. Very, very tanky. Takes a lot of damage there. Yeah. Challenge to get him down without taking it. Damage, like that's going to be a reset to D just from the cooldown time of getting into position. Very slick. Okay, the health there is definitely very well. Those guys out early so they can't snipe you. Trouble with these armadillo patterns helps when you do the ground attack. Still. Rough. Be next to this guy. His man. Nope. Dodged projectile, ran right into. And I actually quite like the difficulty on this stage. It is no continue run, quite invigorating. Challenge extends the perceived substance of the experience quite a bit, I think. Length. Hey, that was a quick explosive finish there. Nope. Not have double dash right into that. Taking far too many projectile. Saving the dodge as I doing. Nothing's to that. Dodge. Kill him with a super. Yeah, there we go. Having a ranged shot as a knockout isn't exactly the ideal way to get the point. And the scoring system. Very much chip damage at level 3, but those huge melee specials on clusters. That was just pushing her all over. Blast him. I want to deal with that. Oh. Okay, onward. And back to the dodge panel. Okay, better. Those guys out fairly quickly. A massive ranged attacks out of the way. Grab some space, get self-destruct out of the way. Combo our way through that guy. We are up to this rank now. Nice. And we lost that already. Oh. Catch. When it falls apart very rapidly. What? On our way back to B at least. Nope. Rather poor job of preserving dodge on that one. There, but get those pushing a little bit aggressively. Clear. Segment 2. Next. Use pain. And one from one room to the next in order to rank going. Maybe the same with the S rank here. Yeah, that's right. Very difficult to maintain that in this condition. Okay. That at least. harder to maintain the S ranks from proceeding quickly segments and from the not taking very quick. Hey, got the perfect combo. Nice. That's now not totally squat. Oh no. I think that the scoreboard is sparse enough that even clearing the stage without continuing at all can net you in a fairly high position, possibly we've seen right there. That guy, not a good range on that, but perpendicular reach, but the punishment and the other deficit that we health. Usual as far as health goes. Knock that guy out of zoned out by focus. Not self-destruct either. Making this guy nice and early. Oh, hit for me. It was amazing. I actually got to knock out a shot there. Nope. Not have to build. Once again. Considering how much damage we're taking there. Better than usual. Oh no. Dash around so haphazardly. Gotta get a good flank on that guy. Get him out of the way so I'm not zoned. Funnel attack. But pretty aggressively because so much trouble. Most of us had it. I think we're still on 3 health. That's a knockout. I'm convinced we've actually gotten this far. Yeah, need to give that a bit of spacing. Your dodge is available. So, not for self-destruct. May have been to this part previously. Oh. That. Account for that little block in the ceiling there that obstructs your movement. It's maybe enough to jeopardize this entire run. Get some very timely replenishment, as we did here. Let this guy land. Done. Okay, that heart is very desperately needed at this juncture. think the visibility on that block in the ceiling obstructing you may be tough to play around, but managed to make it through that with no continues, which I think should be fine for A, possibly S. No, only A. Yeah, pretty sloppy. 12 hits taken. You're not going to expect much more than that. Oh snap, she's got to be running out of giant robots now. I'm coming, Chubbs. Not a lot of scoring bonuses from the finishes either, given how dependent you were on the pistols. But still, should be fairly high up. Which is barely 4,000 off of S rank too. But in accordance with the principles guiding this playthrough, having completed that with no continues, we will continue exploring the game. Oh, usually don't get hit those guys. You just spot them. Oh, a little early on that dodge. These guys are just a massive pain. Oh. Shipped by his movement pattern there, and once again. The idea is that you need to time your finishes a little better. Grab and shoot to build damage, but then finish it to actually finish. Seems like the scoring system reports that, but I can't say I've been paying enough attention. This guy. So it's a bit of have to be careful not to vertical there. At least unless they're to go all the way to the upper level. That has rank very quickly. Oh boy. No. Okay, cool. 2 points of very unnecessary damage. Segment. Only rewards you for traversing the stage quick. So it does take a little bit of stage-specific knowledge. Let's try to those guys up. Oh, dodge. Be careful not to into that beam here. Fortunately, created some problems for bringing enough distance. Down to 1 health, now you're in serious trouble. Oh, we're down. Get hit by silly things like that. Wow. Absolutely. Very, very wrecked. Fortunate hit there, given that we were doing this fairly cleanly. Fairly cleanly so far. It's stage for Blitzel does appear to matter quite a bit here. Knock down. Look for the maximum combo scores. Reversal is actually to stand the challenge. Save dodge. Go. Way too much. It's a dodge. World 4 thus far has felt like a pretty substantial experience next to the rest of the game. Only really took us about less than 3 hours to get up to this point. But World 4 now takes some work. Really, where you do everything on one life, so. Maintain that A rank as before. The real multipliers. Chain. I think now that we have S. Oh no. Damage there, and that was the S rank. Pretty there. Very restricted spacing there. Oh boy. Late on the spot dodges. That finishing weave there, that seems to be a pretty good pattern. Try not to that. Well, actually managed to continue the listen to this guy for once. Common. Oh, got out of that. Okay. Two disastrous happen. Nope. Frozen yourself. That was not a bad mistake. Shooting things while you're standing in the middle of the beam. But are finally past that segment. Hello, Aeon. Thank you for the stream. Ooh. Let's judge that. Got ahead of his way. Got the landing pattern there. Completing that. Rank maintained, and note. And that's it. That. Okay, let's start this one over. See him when he's camera. But he managed to survive that. To take a hit. Aeon, this game is called Super Crush KO. It is the new game from the developers of Graceful Explosion Machine, if you know that. This came out 2 weeks ago on Switch and PC. I'm playing this on Switch, and it's basically, if you know the kind of action games in the style of Bayonetta or Devil May Cry, a 2D equivalent of that we haven't seen much of since probably Beautiful Joe. Last one in this style I would have played. Fairly short game, but it is very much about the scores and medal challenges. And I'm currently on the last world out of 4. I'm trying to beat everything without continues because I don't really believe in using credits since I want some decent scores anyway. So. Yeah, a fairly obscure game that's only been around for a few weeks, so hardly anybody has been streaming or filming it. very few people on the leaderboards right now too. Getting a lot of top 100 scores my first try. A fairly small population. Try to play that cleanly for once. As good as the S rank we took into this segment last time, but out with 4 hearts. So thank you for the follow, Aeon. This stream is normally Super Mario Maker, but I rotate between some indies as well. Most times when I am online, I'm doing Super Mario Maker viewer levels, but lately I've also been working some other games into the mix that don't get a lot of coverage. So, thank you for following, and to enjoy any of the other content I have to offer. Ooh. I'm distracted there, and I'm quite poorly in this second, so zap these guys. Hopefully pick up that parts. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we are very new to this. Began to Twitch stream a couple weeks ago, and so the fact that we're kind of close to affiliate already has been quite encouraging. Didn't count on that by any means. Oh. An obstruction with this hard block. Whoa. Right off of that. As a fairly new setup, let me know if there are any things that we can improve on the production side. Still trying to find an audio setup that works for people. We've had some issues there, so. Okay, as I said, no continues. Not going to use 5 lives I have there. I want to learn how to play this cleanly. Yeah, it's a fairly simple game to read. It looks like the screen is very noisy, but the thing is, everything that can hurt you red, and so you see red and you just run or dodge. Yeah, I've been had a pretty quick route to affiliate because, as I said, I mostly play Super Mario Maker, and I find that Super Mario Maker very good to small streamers because, you know, people want to see their levels played, and I certainly had a long time before I started streaming when I was basically just hanging out with people with, you know, fewer than 10 viewers at a time, and it's a great game for that because it's very social and get a lot of interaction and chat just from people commenting on each other's levels. You know, so it's one of the few games I think where there's actually a great deal of interest in hanging out in a small environment rather than just following big 1,000 viewer streams. And so yeah, that community has been very good to me. Of course, when I'm streaming small games like this one, the average viewer check for affiliate becomes a little bit tricky. Games like these, you know, they're not going to come up in searches for people from being obscure and not attracting a lot of general interest. But there's so little footage of games like this that I do find it valuable to at least give people something to watch. Oh, okay. Of course, not being a very good player here. So, taking way too much damage. But yeah, thank you for joining me for this. I never know how people find these small streams, to be honest. I'm always appreciative of people who do. try to get some health back. These armadillo guys, I swear, they have the longest attack pattern. The thing that is challenging about this game is that dodge has a certain cooldown to it. So you can't just spam it all day, and so often get caught out a bit if I've been overusing the dodge. That's the thing that kills me every time. Yep, there you go. Let's use the dodge, like I said. Let's get it here so we can continue the combo back up top. Yeah, you never know what shows up, at least to most. So you would see a lot of stuff that, you know, is just much less popular, of course. Yeah, I think right now this game doesn't even have a, like, it's a fairly new game, but it doesn't even have a category image right now, because hardly anybody has been streaming it. I think might be one of the first. Alright, let's try to do this cleanly. That little death trap. Mr. Shifty, okay. Yeah, I know that game. I haven't tried it, but I know which one you're talking about. I remember marking it down as something that looked interesting when it showed up in one of the Switch Indie Directs, but just never got to it. But I don't really do a lot of the top-down, you know, Hotline Miami style games. Like, there's something about them that I don't quite play well with, so, you know, stuff like that, or Binding of Isaac, or Gungeon, or like a lot of the top-down stuff I find a little difficult to control sometimes. Haven't found one that clicks. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take a look at Mr. Shifty again sometime. Just a massive amount of indie games on the system. Very difficult to prioritize. So, yeah, I love side-scrollers. I'm mostly a side-scroller player. About a week ago I was streaming Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which I had a lot of fun with. A lot of people kind of hate the last level for the exact reason that I love it, which is that it's extremely long. It doesn't have checkpoints, which, as you can see from what I'm playing here, I do like kind of challenging myself to survive without too many checkpoints or continues. I find that sometimes I really get to appreciate a little more of what the game design is putting in. Oops, should not have done an up dash right into the laser beam. Not enough distance on that dodge there. Whoa, we're in big trouble now. Okay, let's clean up stuff. Hit the emergency button. Get back to an A rank, which is kind of surprising. Really desperately need that heart. Oh no. Fallen into that. Whoa. Misjudged once again. That room on the whole is kind of tricky because in this moveset, you don't get any vertical dodges. All the dodges are left and right, and so we have a horizontal laser beam like that. That's basically impassable for you, as far as I can tell. But there's so much rapid movement in this game that it's very easily to just accidentally run into hazards. Okay, we can keep that A rank. Okay. Let's see. Finally got rid of those guys cleanly. Such a pain once they get rolling. Oh no, we're gonna lose that S rank. Dash over to the other side and clean up this pile. That S rank. Plenty hitting on that timer. That now have problems. Dodge timing. Oh, lost a rank. Okay. A little too long getting up on. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. You have a good night or day wherever you are. Okay, S rank on this segment. Once. We are back to 4 hearts. This could again fall apart very quickly if we are incautious. Oh. We gotta figure out how to weave ourselves through this stage. Had a lot of trouble with positioning. Ooh. Concerned about maintaining the combo there, didn't see that incoming damage. No, facing the wrong direction there. Okay, just tidy that up enough to get back to an A rank at least. Back up to S. Chasing S plus is going to be quite a task. How lengthy stages can be. Oh, perfect, you not taking damage. Assuming that without that no-hit bonus, that's a bit of a tall order. God, that shield is by itself resetting. sometimes the ability of sliding terrain is a bit of a challenge given how much terrain in this game does not, in fact, block projectiles. That is an S rank clear. Like the little palm trees in that building. Oh no, dodge that. Such a timing issue on the input. Reaction time. Oh, whoops. Ah. But the intention there is very much to dash through beam and jump up that slot, and eventually you'll have some enemies to come through there, I'm sure. This is kind of a challenging level, wow. We need to get a heart. We need to get it. Hey, finally got that guy. Feeling a reason to like it. Get around and snipe that guy. That is into 4-2. Some fairly good strings there. No perfect combos, but still good enough for an S rank. Maybe I'll get Chubbs back and have time to go for ramen before it closes. But really, is this much of a city if the ramen shop closes? I'm gonna give your hands a little bit of a break here before you go on to 4-3. And in the meantime, let's see how this S rank is doing on Words. Okay, 33. I think this is actually the highest we've seen yet. But arguably one doesn't expect a lot of people to get through a level like that without continues all that easily. Particularly not this early in the game when it's still very much being learned. Let's see what 4-3 has in store. A gentle warm-up zone in this room so far. Just a bit of an initial combo before you get to some more complex platform moves. Bad idea to try to dash attack through that. You gotta get out of there quickly whenever you fall. That'll be something to keep in mind. Make multiple runs through this level and figure out obstacles properly. Oh, no, standing way too close to the cone there. Not have approached that quite so ambitiously and we're down. Alright, let's give that another go. A little more precise about the X attacks, I think. was much cleaner that time in terms of aerial play. Okay. Obtain that S-Wreck now. Amazing that I actually had done ready for that dodge. Did not expect that at all. Whoa. Again. Choking. I don't think I've seen this guy before. Oh, he's got. Spacing there. That's some of the larger cannons. Oh. Oh. That is interruptible. Very important. Boy, is that guy doing? Very important. Oh, you're trapped on this side. Fortunately, saved you that segment. Let's see. Oh no, you could have just dodged across that single facility. That guy has a frontal attack. Thought it was a shield beast robot that was identical, or standing too close to tell same something else. We'll just have and see how we do this run. can be a little bit risky, but you can in fact get an interrupt. I want already firing. Did not dash into it. Oh. Okay, fairly clean. Let's clean that. Get caught up by the shield segment on the side this time. Very satisfying to use the ability there that is supported by. Okay, fortunately, managed to get the ground interrupt on that guy. Yeah, it is the same as before. They fire the big projectile from within the safety of their shield. Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, that one coming too. Had a few clean segments that time at least. Only an A coming out of that segment this time, but done better. But let's not complain. Oh. Got up front a little too much on the attack there. Me a little bit forward. Yeah, gotta use those attacks to drive piles of it. Oh no. Yeah, attack a little deep in, it does impact side, and that's not great. Exactly as good as how we were doing before with the S rank, but you know, it doesn't matter if you can't finish it. Oh, no. Your cooldown on the dodge. Seriously, how do you see it? really strategizing with the kills here in terms of the punishment. It's definitely a skill set to work on as you push for higher scores. I don't know what the bicycle's all about. I haven't seen a bicycle yet. Okay, the stun locking are very useful that time. Double armadillo. Actually, the setup deal with. Let's try this rank. Find your head. Saw blade. Fire through. Whoops. So they can save for that. Alright, we got it. Yeah. Do it again. That's already kind of a terrible run. Let's do it. Terrible start so far. Something we've managed to salvage this. Wait. Yes, it's ranks. Okay, we gotta start that one over. Just very poor. Hands a bit of a break first. As these have been getting fairly intense. Gripping the controller a bit hard. Nope, not paying attention. Nope, pay attention to that either. Sometimes you kind of know when trouble is, and you can't do anything anyway. No, you're already stuck. Pattern. Always extremely satisfying. Get the armadillo. Getting there with full health for once is just something that happens very commonly, I think. Right? really have to give yourself enough time on that dodge. Okay, next room, let's go. That was very close, that dodge. Oh boy, really lost that. Very avoidable too. Off that guy. Managed to dispatch him quite cleanly. Okay. They're out of there. About as good shape as you'll ever be. You might want to super get out of these guys. Ah, boy. Right into that. Okay. Bit of a tough spot now unless you get punishment soon. Ooh, did not expect that. Okay. That one is... But... Get it out. Careful to remember to not have the room to fall in here. Do a dash jump in order to anywhere. Okay. S rank there, and you're falling apart. Quite close. Segment. End of 4-3. Oh, enough going on in terms of scoring that we may be just slightly off. Particularly 20k rather than standard benchmark. Should I ask the alien demon girl? Okay, I guess we'll find out in about 2 stages. stretch the hands for a moment while we see how we're doing. $50 or so seems acceptable, I guess. Well, it's really just one full stage, and the final boss left to go, if I'm mistaken. Probably make a fairly earnest effort to finish this. Oh, okay. Did not even account for that, unfortunately. That's a pop, pop, pop. We'll have to figure out what a lot of the bonuses mean, of course. Fairly quick to dash around and combo on this side. We're just a little slow there, but we supposed to. Wisely judged. Watch out for the self-destruct there. Despite the sloppiness or to S rank and arts, fairly encouraging. Do have to save the X combos for the big guys. Yeah, it's off the real ones. Ooh, that. Breaking out of the rank is probably important. What's going on here now? Let's see. Faster not lose the A in a segment. Here. Progress the intended path. Possibly, but just watching this. Should. We are down. And once again. Okay, let's just 1 second again. Oh, dash right in front of his attack. Not nearly fast enough to die. Quite fast about flanking him. Stringing some other kind of vertical move. Get up that. into it. Let's launch that self-destruct. Gonna have some replenishment fairly soon, though. Okay, there. Wow. Not quite fast enough to string that, but I have the approximate idea. I've been what? I say, but yeah, we haven't really made use of it yet. It's a standard jab combo. There is a standard jab combo, which is tab or tap. See that she has forward lunge attack. It moves horizontal position up quite a bit. It also has quite a great deal of reach. Big enemy clears. There's quite a lot to the moveset that I haven't teased out. The standard moves. Nope, did not. Watch out, self-destruct. Rather clean A rank there. It's quite encouraging. I need to switch. Very nice. Big threats as usual. Nope, not about landing. That's pretty good to me. Let's watch out for self-destructs here, not too much. Going back to A, which isn't too bad. Self-destructs, that's it. Very near thing. It's a fire attack. Okay, barely got out of range. Gotta maintain his S. Here, let's go be. Ain't it? That drop. Careful. Nope. Okay. Trying to deal with it. Probably just go on top of spawns. Walked in there with the S tech and had no idea. I back up to S already. That's actually surprising. Doing nearly that. Oh. Up here? It's dead. Starting to do much better though, figuring out how to weave some of the more time-sensitive platforming segments. Self-destructs once again. As always, famous password. Okay. Not to die in the later segments this time. Hearing how one went. Now, how am I down to A? Oh, I guess it was set after that second. Checkpoint just now. So it's fresh start. Oh, okay. Nearly as bad as could be. We had, of course, previously made it with an S. So, now lost a timer there. Hard to maintain that time. Nope, nope, tried to dodge into that, and that was slow. Do need to repeat back on that. Just don't have enough of a cooldown dashed both ways. So nearly enough space to work with. Okay. I'm out of that segment. Certainly first. Okay, that's gonna be a bit of a challenging dash. String. Boy. Oh boy. Yeah, really needed that one. Okay, misread what kind of enemy. Is that expected? Radial attack. Getting back to Essen. Our hearts is something I certainly will not complain about. Oh boy. Hit there, however. Much less. And that's a knockout. Okay, we are in 4 hearts. Segment. Right, little platforming challenge there, but it's not something that will be determinative of serving score going as far as I can. Just a little damage check at the beginning of the segment. That one just had to be a bit of a bullet hell dodge. It worked to maintain that combo and think very hard about the second half pattern. I need to save. Oh boy. Oh, that's a death. Too bad. Put in quite a lot of work into that one, but it is the last stage of the game as far as I know, so... Challenge is certainly welcome. Okay, let's clean up. Have to plan the last kill there to solve some time. Dash over. That's it. This guy, you gotta watch out for a 2-part pattern. Melee attack isn't too bad, but watch out for the projectiles that come down instead. like 2 pattern, which is his melee. Yes. We'll appreciate that punishment. At the suicide rabbit play. Okay, S-rank clear in that one. The score was quite as good as the previous time we did that, but take it. Oh boy. Okay. New segment though, I'm not too worried about that. Okay, need to not make the same mistake we usually do and run into that conal attack while it's still. Let's keep the DPS? Nope. Slow on that one, and worry about this little drop anyway. Okay. I think the correct approach will be to bait the armadillo attack so you can stay a bit to the left. Much about running into the beam. Fly's gotta bait this guy. Good. Let's get the suicide bombers out of the way. And, oh, it's very misleading every time, I think. Yeah, because I guess the purpose of dash panel is that bottom segment you right to left, but not left to right, at least not safely. Let's preserve the dash guy. Let's match him with fairly. Seems to come in handy emergencies. And the positioning around bottom segment is a challenge. Ground interrupt and didn't react to the flying enemies in time. We are down by quite a bit already. Where's okay? The energy ready for attack. Let's just stab all these guys. Build up some score and some hearts while we're at it. In some ways we are underusing the beam. Let's see, for emergencies. And not getting enough use out of it. That move is a combo builder. clear out as much as space. Like the big threats aren't out just yet, except for that guy. Oh, try to dash out of that and no. Close some energy here. Oh. Dash position, it's very difficult to work with. I feel like that must be close to the end of this segment because that's getting to be quite difficult. But we are getting some perfect clears in particular segments around here, and so that's encouraging. Steady sense of improvement certainly be needed. Wind up pushing higher ranks in the long term. Oh, that was kind of squandered. Always forget to pay attention. Very difficult patterns. Get out of that self-destruct. Nice to get that fourth heart back, yeah. That's self-destruct. Not that it's perfect, but it is going to be an S at the end of this segment. Not as good as when you were not damaged. But... okay, let's string this guy. You have to watch the meter and know when that's ready to take on. Just like that. Have a focus bills and smaller parts. Oh no. Stab dodge. Armadillo again. Fairly swift and clean. Oh no. I want to do the homing attack there. And making it segments while not so much of an issue. It's, consistency of in meter combinations over takes. I guess. Down to 1 heart, that's perilous really quick. ult him. For safety, didn't want to dash through that Sigma. Oh god. So I'm sure your reaction time is going to be quite good for metal runs in the early parts of the game. Watch that guy's pattern properly. Maybe just nuke him to struggle through that. However, you are going to need to build up some pressure for that later combination that you are piping at for in the stage, so can't really afford to use wrong attack too extensively. I got a perfect combo somewhere in here. Nice to see. And we are over 200k segment, so also very encouraging. Oh no. Just missed a dodge outright. Maybe not really blow it. Whoop. Those guys. Nuked them down as quickly as possible. Oh. Heart there. So. Oh, we've gotten through. So let's preserve the dodge, as is the usual for this guy. Very, very careful that we are down to last remaining heart. Two last. Now we are almost done with this one, I think. Oh, there's still more. Okay. Didn't keep the A rank at the end for very long, but that's 4-4. 7 minutes of fighting. Or over 300k is pretty encouraging, though. I had gotten some of the perfect combos in the early segments previously, but difficult to do consistently. My goodness, that is hard on the hands after 7 minutes of straight brawling. Let's have a bit of a stretch as we check the leaderboard to see how we are doing before we move into the final boss, which will be some combination, I'm sure, of Alien Girl and her 4th mecha. Oh, 25. This is the highest position on the leaderboard we have seen yet on our first run through the game, but that is what happens. It's when you don't rely too hard on the checkpoints. I can't imagine that there are too many scores on this just yet that are without the checkpoint penalty, given that it is a fairly difficult stage. Let's have a bit of a stretch while we loosen up a bit in preparation for the boss. Now, luckily, the boss battles thus far have all been extremely quick. I mean, if we check the boss timer. Oh, I mean, I suppose it won't show me on this page. I think they all went down fairly quickly. third boss was sub 2 minute. Now the boss variety so far has kind of been a steady accumulation of the Mega Pet. Nothing too fancy. We have trash pack phases that are meant to build up meat. But mostly, it's just a matter of reacting to all the different patterns that they throw at you. That in mind, they head onwards. The game has for us. Ultimately, I think even after clearing that, it wouldn't take too long to get S ranks across the board. S plus, of course, would be much harder. See how we do. Hey, so are you, like, okay? I'm fine, what do you care? Just leave me alone. And as far as companionship of the cat, which I'm sure will resolve itself into a very amicable ending as they will decide to get along and raise Chubbs in an environment of cooperative living. We still don't actually know what Chubbs wants out of life. That's right, Chubbs. We're going home now, and we won't be alone anymore. I mean, was it just her cat in the first place? It's not really clear to me. No one's gonna run away from us or call us evil or nothing.
Huh?
I mean, to be fair, if you keep trying to invade other planets, like, people are gonna run away. If you want to talk or something. No talking. Just fighting. Okay, so Mecha 4. Take out Mecha 4 and we'll see if there's some kind of phase that will involve your opponent, although I don't know how your opponent would fit into this art style. Given that I haven't actually seen an enemy quite like her, or anything indeed non-robotic. So, let's fight. I gotta say, as far as the sort of Bayonetta-like genre goes, there's one thing that this game is kind of missing. It's a rival fight against somebody who's of equal size. Wow, you just need to not such a close approach. Oh, it's glowing red. Taking a lot of damage. Oh, I go too aggressively for that part. Okay, let's build up. Okay, fairly simple pattern to read that one. Oh. Very thrilled to get that S rank. That just didn't last very long now. This phase seems much too easy. There's gotta be more to it. Final boss. Armadillo, however, has a pain, I'm sure. See? Maybe touch it while it's glowing. Got to keep the combo timer going. Segment there. I think I'm going to get a knockout fairly quickly. Yeah, easy fight. That's the only phase, wow. Very quick. I think the bosses are almost too quick here. I don't imagine that the 44k score will get you very high, given how little room there is for variance. It's a very clear opportunity to keep the S rank going. Experiencing, I think, a few too many delays. Let's watch the ending. I mean, I don't know why your opponent is so exhausted. It's not like you ever fought very directly. But they're going to be friends with the cat through their dimensional panels. And the cat was just kind of running things. We know that. Okay. We have seen it. Now, as some people had advised me ahead of time, I do agree that maybe the content of the game can feel a little bit content-light despite how very meaty and substantial the stages are themselves. I think mainly the issue is that there isn't, by all appearances, some kind of advanced arcade mode on top of what you already have. I mean, the stages are quite long as it is, but compared to something like the marathon stages of Graceful Explosion Machine, where the hard mode is to play every world in succession in over a 20-minute stretch. And see why something like that would have been very valuable. On the other hand, you do have only 4 hearts with a fair bit of regular replenishment, so I don't know if that would make that much of a difference, except for imposing quite a higher requirement of consistency. And the stages themselves are quite substantial as it is, I think. So, just the challenge of trying to get a full clear of all perfect clear medals should be something that feels like a long experience, fairly on the hands. So let's take a look at how we're doing on the leaderboard for the boss. I don't imagine that this will be very high, but you know, 64 is not too bad at all. Meantime, maybe let's just take a quick screenshot log of how we finished in the final world after our first try on this game. Given that we're just missing 4 A ranks, I think it's entirely conceivable that we can just clean them up right now and go for S. Have S across the board. Tutorial is maybe something we can run again just for perfect combos, although I think as far as tutorials go, that would be one of the hardest scoreboards to climb. Yeah, total time on this game so far would be around about 5 hours to clear everything on first go with no checkpoints, which I think is very much the purest way to play. I noted before, it seems like our best finish, the score over 300k. It's 25th place on really the hardest stage of the game, deservedly so, since it is in fact last. So yeah, we could maybe just run through it again quickly. We're very much warmed up. I do think the readability of dodge cooldown is maybe the greatest source of difficulty in the whole game. Not sure I necessarily agree that it is so timing based without any kind of cue to indicate what we're doing. Okay, you've already lost the combo timer there, so I can see that you're not going to do too well. You need very, very segment to segment to maintain the medal score. In order to tutorial pointers, fire away. Get to keep close set. I mean, you did get to shoot from what the game told you to shoot, which is encouraging. Not perfect there by any means. Damage in it. That was segment 1 already. actually see. Maybe. Okay. That's fairly quick. Next segment. Yeah, I think that's all there is to the tutorial in terms of getting the score. It's running from segment to segment. Amazing how much faster you go once you scan general. Stages. Finding this S rank. Of course, the massive power beam, but opportunity to use it. Nowhere near what you could be, I'm sure. But I am coming, chums. Let's see how much of a climb that was. Okay, I was at the 400s. Feel like we could probably let a crack at that. Try to get both of the perfect combo since we're cleaning up anyway. There's no metal score. Gotta be very quick though. No room for error really in the platform is. Oh, it does give you a 4-punch combo tutorial, which... on, really? Very difficult, actually, segment to segment. Very quick. However, get the perfect combo medal. Not being able to get up to C ranks, right? Not being able to get to S ranks will not jeopardize too much, I think. The point is, oh my god, are you serious? We'll find out very shortly if the perfect combo indicators actually refresh. You're really going to fall under your previous score just from a little dodging mistake. Probably not a whole lot of room to build up to ads. The score is still down in around 20k, which how much you lost from that mistake. Managed to get up to S. Too bad for the lack of hit bonus, though. Slightly above your previous high score, then. Not perfect, but I don't know if it will actually mark that gold. Regardless, so maybe that At 10k point bump, give you about 100 bump in rank. Go for that S. Amazing how relaxed everything is after taking the later segments of the game. Having 5 more variety in income. A lot of it is just standing, I think, how to read. Okay, maintaining the S there was big. So far. Really don't want to finish on the left side like that. You know how much flexibility you have with segments. Obstacle. You're a little too close to everything else to signal clear. One of the very few things I think that's a little how the brightness signals are the little that does it in force color. It's always a little bit surprising when you do hit it. Another S rank, and that's going to be a perfect run through after. No hits. Best ranks. Nice score. How much of a bonus do you get for no hits taken? 20%. That is S plus now, our first S plus of the game. See how that stacks up on the scoreboard. 34, okay. Not my highest yet, but definitely see where there would have been room for improvement. So we clean up the 3 remaining S ranks. really amazing how much improvement you can see just over the course of a day. I think auto games in this genre typically feel really quick. Run through something like Bayonetta 2, for instance, doesn't take all that long to do auto once the hang of it. I mean, not going to be a speedrunner here by any means, but now World 2, I don't even remember what the bump in enemy variety was exactly. No. Hey, very well practiced out. After bearing with everything else that so far. So, for instance, at the armadillos, and taking out very early. First hit there is plus by this, but try to keep the crowd up. This rank should still be well within our grasp. Hey, a rank finish. Not bad. First jump ahead of. Oops. First, we're gonna maintain that B rank, just riffing that. Much better sense of how to use special attack combos. Good guys now. Difficult to continue the A there, checkpoint. Very, very quick. Basis for S-Rank seems to be generous enough that, how well we're doing so far, I don't imagine there will be much trouble hitting the benchmark, which I think was 20. Pure metal is, of course, our bit of a different story, perhaps. It's enemy. That was very close. Managed it. I actually start using a beam attack. Saving it all the time, but whoa. Second level. Okay. Now. Reveal hits too. Relax this content now feels compared to being in the late game. Get that guy out of the way as quick as possible. Okay. At least one perfect combo medal going. Now, having not completed courses except 1-1 more than once, I don't know if the perfect combos that you see on the main screen are collectible persistent. For example, you get medal 3 on one run, but you miss it in run. Does it stay on the screen? Say, and I don't remember what was here, so later some differences in medal quality. I suspect we might bow is pretty wonderful once you get ahead. Okay, that'll be well over the bar. See our position now. Okay, somewhat improved. Pretty small player base so far, though there's certainly no expectation that it will last. This one was just under the bar by 3k, that one was just under the bar by 4ks. Base really generally have the right idea. Let's maybe pay attention to the time when you obviously selected number 2. On that one already. I'm just gonna get hit by that second one there, but end up taking a hit anyway. There's a hood as quickly as possible. Necessary. Kind of doing poorly on health as level is concerned. Okay, finishing with the A there could be like these greenhouse backgrounds that you see here. Very much representative of both conservatories. Next by pathways. Very beautiful background art. In fact, this is something that pay attention to first run, given all the screen. Here a bit. Dash that. I'm surprised I managed to dodge cancel out of that. Troublesome that position. Hey, very nice to have combo. I think that was actually segment 2. It's the same perfect combo we had last time. Think about that. We need to take. Okay, I gotta be fairly careful of it. Oh. Learn not to attack it. Not the way to do it. One thing you can certainly say for this game is that the scoring system feels quite good. It's an excellent reflection of objective. I think that's quite important for the genre. One of the problems, certainly, that I have with Astral Chain is to execute the scoring system quite as well as a combat observe. I'm going to die here. I think we're probably going to die just from studied business. Of course. Totally misread my own position there, probably because of that jump panel. It's just seems like a waste to use it to take out one guy, but that kind of range I think was far too much. Oh no. Watch power meter there, didn't realize that we had run out. We will in fact have to do this one. 3,000 meters. But remember, exceptionally slot against it. Aerial movement, quite good once you get the hang of it. It's very easy to overshoot if you're not being careful, but that's very much something that is in all of the player. Something that you learn. Go. I'm not going to be able to. Okay. Barely. B for barely. For that guy. Oh, I managed to dodge there. Do not hug the right side so much. We know that we'll need to cover some distance after this part of the level. Over. Kind of a misclick on a dodge. Oh wow, just didn't see that guy coming from the right side of the screen. This guy is rolling. It's a bit of trouble reading them in this run. A bit more trouble than usual, in fact. Always from previously. Okay, still plenty of recovery. The A rank. Got the fun of being all the way in the corner for it. That string our way. Not too much of an issue, so. Combo. Not sure what qualifies it as. It seems like I'm getting that in seconds, but I am nevertheless damaged, so it's certainly not the same thing as finishing on PS because it's separate itself. So it could be something that's my screen. fill up some heater here before we take this guy. Too late on the tag there. Create some space there. Gotta watch out for the orb guys. They sometimes zip right at you. Saying that's on. Just kidding. Oh, you're totally loose from platform height. Okay, that's gonna be a into crush. Clean up some of these guys. Wasn't pushing, was paying too much to the orbs. Finishing out a B could be worse. 13k for bonuses. You get 2 of the 10%, so I think not enough to be over. Do it again. Should be slightly higher up the boards though. Timing to dodge to cross the barrier seems to be the challenge of the stage. A little bit of poke him. Maybe not as tied to your score, but it does allow you to control your position a little better. The combo attack doesn't make you lunge too far forward. And S rank. Back to 3 has a signal. Like those guys. Efficiently possible. Crouch dodge out of that, which not been proven to work on anything in this game. Get rid of some orbs. Cool. Puzzle. Oh, that was actually this click. I did not want to spend that soon, but pull that up in due course, given that we've hardly been. though that would have been very useful. Specifically. Get that trouble fairly boy. Some damage there. Perfect combo, whatever that is. Like my screen, actually, I'm just not clear on that at all. Read the documentation if there's any in-game. I think a lot of the particularities of the combo system just have to be reconstructed from inference. Sense of what the labels mean. Okay. That done without crossing the gate. Get this side. Easier to fight, I think. This side. Okay, could be a lot worse. Great, but that was. Now you're just kind of falling apart. Still. Okay. Extremely imprecise. Run was suspicious anyway. Flag too. It's really no excuse. Get in the habit. Right side of the screen. Okay, got the S right at the end. Done better, but watch out for the spike. I wasn't quite attentive to through this segment. Really can't hang thing. Certainly. Part of the going to the scores here is I need to know when to spend that thing. Be more. Okay, that was pretty clean. That segment is usually pretty clean. I found perfect clears on that. Some level of consistency. Okay. No, we need to save. Let's attack that guy, but oh my god, the horizontal coverage is way too. Yeah. Try habit of double tapping the X. Sending sailing right into damage. Quite necessarily. Oh. Bad landing on that. Oh, no. Managed to get out of there in time. Not looking great, to be honest. Score-wise. You're only trying to preserve a seed. Stumble over transition. It's not quite as material as it. Try to build our way back up. We're in a bit of a tight spot there, but oh, dodge. Back on A. Suspicious. S. Okay. Bonus there will hopefully get us over the line this time. Rough, but managed to hit that objective. See how we're doing. Okay, moving up slightly, but that was certainly a bit of a difficult one. Okay, we were only 3k off, but that was after several deaths worth of attempts, and that was with 2 early perfect combos, so let's see if we can recreate the magic and finish this session how we started with 4-1. Okay, let's poke this guy. It was a bit of an awkward second there, to be honest. Oh. Needed to not panic and make sure the dodge was preserved. I can also dodge that melee pattern after launch. Oh boy. No dodges available anywhere. Oh, no, no. Too late on the dodge there. Able to cancel out that one. It's already gone quite badly. I don't think this run will necessarily do the trick. Oh. Very far from the clear that we had previous run. Let's do this again and it will get better. Get out of here wouldn't have time to waste. Dispatch him rather quickly once you manage to counter projectile. Just gotta get in his shield and off him. Ugh. Meter. A little more attention to that. Reaction time really does become an issue in this game after yourself too. Ah, late on the dodge every. Well, this is the last remaining task we have before we not this rank, so can't really expect it to be too easy. The A rank. Okay, watching the meter that time to make sure for attacks. Very an idea to come out of it. Don't have the energy to pull off proper combos. Dispatch the big ones. Really have to build up a meter before against the larger enemy before you see direct. I was kind of lucky. I did not expect to successfully dodge into the explosion there. And just zap this. No way are we dealing with it. I'm away. Learn that proficiency's sake. Not gonna be fast enough to start the A rank. Second. Totally forgot about it in the back. For a second I was thinking about that. They won't matter. Just watching everything that goes on screen. Hey. Second perfect combo there, and we are up to 100k, so we just mostly play for survival. Oh, not the case there. Do in fact stand a bit of a chance. It's another timing challenge right there. Oh. Okay, that's rather too much sloppiness. Gotta recover some ground here. As far as I think 200k on this one, so like we're long gone. More S rank finishing in there. Missing dodges. I don't know, to self-destruct at least. Oh. See that? Build up some combo meter here, and typical kind of that pattern now. Ah, yeah, this was where you had the room to shoot. So, onto you. Wrap in the bottom. Still be able to escape segment with this. Oh. % boost on it, I believe that should put us over the line. Yep. There you go, S ranks all complete. We're looking on the boards. Yeah. That's it for the S ranks. I don't know if the tutorial checkmark gets any better than that. Managed to do it with no hits. Probably be a level of completion we're satisfied with for tonight. And cleanup of plus perfect combos will simply have to wait. Note that was our full demonstration between the previous segment and this one, covering World 4, of pretty much the entirety of Super Crush KO. Fairly short game, but of course the main challenge here is in pushing the scoreboards, so not so much an experience for people who just want to run through everything and use every checkpoint and see the end credits. It is an arcade experience, and as an arcade experience, I think there's quite a lot to be said for playing for consistency over a long scale. That is what the game is designed to reward, along with a very keen sense of momentum. So, once again, excellent title from Vertex Pop. And quite possibly we will be back for more. And that will be the end of this session. Good night.